morning. Good 1:30 p.m. morning to you. The problem with adding new art to my starting soon thing is who knows if it'll ever fucking pop up. I love having it on random, but you never fucking know. Somebody will see it and enjoy it one day, eventually. I should just put it on my Blue Sky so people could look at it. I do somewhat rely on Artfight for an influx of images for the year, but you know, it doesn't always happen. It depends on how popular Desdemona is from year to year as a character to select from. And then the rest of it's just like I have to remember to commission people more than I do. I just forget that I can do that with my money. It's one of my favorite things to do with my money, and I forget that it's an option. That's disappointing. I should have much more. I should have much more art available. Yeah. Oh, I keep on forgetting I was gonna draw Desdemona doll because I love that piece by Chocolate Quill so much. Okay, anyways, hi, hello. I'm really excited about the rest of this. I can and I do and I appreciate it every time. You always get it. You always get me. You draw her so delightful. It's just always perfect. You understand the balance of like generally when I get commissions or attacks on Artfight, people either pick human face or like furry snout. Even though I don't really have a reference for all of her references are pretty straight on and flat. You somehow get it and understand exactly what what her whole face deal is, even though it's a little ambiguous how I draw it. And that makes me happy. I need to finish. I have my brand new ref that is going to be the base for my 2.0 model, but I do need to also make some like alternate ref because like her new ref has the crystal horns. I want to make it clear that people can draw her with the more like smoothed out gummy horns too. Cause like I still do. I'll swap between the two styles. And then I want to have like an actual proper snout ref for more furry style art as well. Just so that there's a lot of options. Cause I do like how people, it seems like everybody who draws her different, and I do quite enjoy that. I like her being sort of a nebulous design. It's fun. Anyways, I'm gonna start playing this game like right away. I'm gonna pause this. Music. Goodbye, music. See you never again. I'm gonna get into the game right away because I don't have a huge amount of time before work, and I would love to finish it, ideally, before I have to work at 3:30. I'm starting pretty late today. I broke one of my favorite cups that I had just bought like a couple weeks ago, and it was not a good morning. And then I tried to look it up. I think I had found my roommates buy these glass cups with these like bamboo tops and plastic straws that are really pleasant to drink out of, but like I needed to buy some of my own because those are their special cups. So I got one at CVS that's like a round one with little strawberries on it, and it's really cute. And then I went to Target like the next week after, and they had these rectangular ones with handles that had a similar stopper style and a similar like strawberry motif, and I was like, oh, I can just be the strawberries guy. And it's very clear that these ones are my cups. And then I immediately I have strep throat, which is already a nightmare. Because apparently you can't heal from strep throat on your own, you have to have antibiotics, so I thought I was getting better, but I just kept getting, like, I have not been getting better. I've just been feeling a little bit better, so it's been gross and yucky, and I've been a mess. These cups have been really nice and helpful, because they're a lot easier to drink out of than a water bottle where I spill it all over myself all the time, and it keeps the liquid actually, like, cool because it's in a glass. But you have to sterilize everything that touches your mouth. So I was like, okay, I have 2 of these cups that I like. I'll sterilize one of them in the dishwasher tonight so that once the antibiotics have like passed the point where I'm not infectious anymore, I will already have a cup to replace that one so I can sterilize the other one I'd been using. And then I like went to take the top off and my hand slipped and I just shattered it on the ground and I was so upset. And Target doesn't stock them anymore because I think the strawberry motif was from last year's summer collection. This year it's like lemons. They changed their fruits every year. It's either lemons or like tomatoes. I don't know. They change it every year. So it's not even a cup I can buy anymore. So I had to like Google frantically. I found one on Etsy that had a strawberry motif that was the same size and shape so I can at least reuse my topper and my straw. But I just bought that cup and I really liked it. And it's my at home cup because it's got a square base so it doesn't fit in my cup holder so I can't bring it to work. So I have one that's round that fits in my cup holder in my car that I can bring to work. And then the other one is my home cup and I smashed my home cup and I'm Homestuck mention. So anyways, it was a rough morning because then I had to like clean up glass. I had to clean up grass. To clean up glass, I had to, my roommate helped me, which was nice. It was, I was like doing okay, and then I smashed my like favorite cup, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna have to like cry and sip my coffee for at least 20 minutes before I can function again. And then I wrote a grocery list, and then I was like, okay, I'm back on it. But I filled up my other cup with mostly lemonade cut with a little bit of water so it's not too acidic, and it's really yummy. I said we're going to start playing the game and then I got distracted. But yeah, I'm finally on antibiotics. This is day 2. After 48 hours have run the course with your taking 2 doses a day, you're supposedly no longer contagious. You have to keep taking it so that it fully flushes out of your system so it doesn't come back after, because strep is one of those things where it's like if you do not take care of it, you just get reinfected. But I have to like buy new toothbrushes and I have to make sure all my stuff is sterilized and it's a whole thing. And it's a miracle neither of my fucking roommates got sick because I went to one of their graduations on Friday when I was already feeling quite bad. And one of my roommates drank out of my water bottle literally all day and did not get strep, which is insane because it's highly contagious. So whatever strain of strep that I have is a weak one and my immune system's just really compromised. Because I've been getting sick like every other week, it feels like. It's been really rough. I need to get my shit together. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had strep since I was like 8, but I remember getting it like 4 times in a row, and it hurts so bad. It's like your entire throat's on fire. And I feel like it didn't hurt quite as bad this time, but my tonsils got so swollen that I kept choking on my own throat. That was what was really unpleasant. And now it's like, okay, I know I still have strep. The swelling has gone way down, which is good, because if it goes back up, I know I'm getting infected again. But it also means, like, I have a ton of, like, I'm really goopy, and it's all, like, dead cells, because between the strep bacteria and my own, like, body fighting it and, like, everything that's died in the battle, it's all, like, coming out of my nose. It's so gross. Which is why my sinus pressure got so bad, which is why I got a fucking ear infection, too. But I went to urgent care yesterday, and they were just like, yep, your ear's infected, yep, you're strep positive. We're going to give you, like, a shot of steroids, a little drinking shot of steroids. They put a little fruit juice in it, so it didn't taste too bad, which is very sweet of them. I don't mind medicinal tastes, but it's very kind. I mind when it's thick. I can't drink cough syrup because it's so thick it makes me gag on it, but it was really yummy. It was very kind of them, and they said that would work for 72 hours, and I have not needed to take pain meds since that hit my system. And supposedly that's supposed to open up the swollen, like, ear drainage part so that the pressure will stop building, and so I haven't had any pain at all, which has been really good. My ear is still watery and yucky and leaking, which is really gross. Not to be so nasty on stream, but it's just real fun. It's just real fun. I'm not in any pain, and I can wear headphones without it hurting, which is why I'm able to stream again, which is really nice. Because a couple nights ago, I was trying to upload VODs, and I had to take my headphones fully off and crank up the volume like they were speakers, because I could not have them anywhere near my head. It hurt so bad. So anyways, ooh, nasty ass cough medicine that's like codeine in it, liquid, knocks you on your ass. That sounds like what I need. I love cough syrup because it makes my throat feel instantly better because it's a syrup, but like I can't do the thickness of the syrup, and I can't do the cloying sweetness that a lot of them have built into them to disguise the like actual medicinal flavor. I'd much prefer the yucky medicinal flavor, honestly, than the like super cloying fruit. And it's always a flavor I don't like. I guess that's always how it is, because you then start associating those flavors with the sickness. So I feel like cherry has probably been ruined for a lot of people. I know people hate grape because of having to take it a lot as a kid as a medicine. I didn't have a lot of flavored medicines when I was a kid. I had a lot of like, I don't know, I had some pretty big allergies, so I had to be careful what I took. So I don't have any of those taste associations. But NyQuil, DayQuil have their own flavors, and I cannot stand either of them anymore. I had to switch to getting the pill form for a while, but they're the hugest fucking pills in the world, and I can't get those down either anywhere. Either. They just won't go down anymore. My body knows. Also, like, DayQuil gives me a horrible stomach ache. Other cold medicines don't. It's just DayQuil on an empty stomach makes me feel awful for like 20 minutes after I take it. And then I feel awesome. It's like it hits my whatever organ that the stuff's supposed to be bad for, it hits that, and then it's like, oh no, that's no good. So anyways, that's how I'm doing. I'm gonna play the game now. I say all this because I was worried this game was quite loud. But it seems like I'm having no ear pain at all, so it should not be a problem. I'm a little bit more deaf in my left ear, so if I'm not like noticing the sounds around me very consistently, that's why. My roommate got worried because they started vacuuming, and I put my hand over my ear because they were talking to me while they vacuumed and I could not hear, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, I must be hurting your ear. And I was like, no, my ear feels fine, I just can't hear you with my fucking bad ear. If I cover my ear, then I'll hear you better through my ear that works. Have good work, thanks for stopping by. We get into this freaking video game. I'm just happy that I'm not in pain anymore. I am tired and I'm yucky, but I'm not in pain, and that's good, and I can play a video game that I'm excited about. Will I get it done before I have to go to work? We'll see. I hope so, because we're getting close to running out of time here. I want to look at that. I wonder if I can turn the pixelization all the way down and read that, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, intended high or highest. Not recommended. I can't read that. Oh, whoa. That looks lovely. Wow. This is maybe a good thing to have it on. Every once in a while. Maybe I'll keep it on the medium, because it usually looks like this, and I do think it's very nice. We did play the whole first stream like this, and it was, fine. It is a very visually hard to look at game because of it. Maybe with a, we'll switch it to higher, just to see how it feels the rest of the game, because I feel like that's not, the style still gets across just as well. Everything's a little bit more crisp. Okay. I think that'll help me a little bit, and maybe perhaps you as well. Get nice and steamy before I go back out there. I'd like to point out, because I don't think I did before, I have noticed that, like, every single door the window has that eye motif. Every single door with a window has an eye motif in it. And sometimes the filter over the whole game becomes round, like we are still walking through that eye. Oh, okay, did I come from... Oh, right, okay, we're here. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think it bumped us down a little bit from where we saved. That's okay. Let me walk up a little bit just to see where I missed anything visually. Sort of a tree. That's cool. Yeah, I think I stopped down there right when the pigs started. It doesn't look like I missed much. Oh, that's cool. I like that it started us in the waiting room since we stopped. That is very calming. I don't love that it skipped us to a little further down the path, but that's okay. It doesn't seem like there's anything too important along the path other than ambiance. I love the industrial setting very much. I think I'm going to enjoy most of this. It's the pig gore, as we discussed last stream, which led us to a whole conversation about dystopians, which means I should probably go back into that VOD and make sure that it's time-stamped so people don't keep watching into the, like, I feel like at least half an hour we kept on rambling about dystopians. I've been thinking more about 1984 versus Brave New World, and I feel like what I don't want to reread either of them. It's been a long time since I read them, but I'm like good. I'm cool. I do want to read the Spark Notes and try to figure out like what I was missing when I was younger, because I feel like in the school that I went to, they wanted us to do our own analyses and essays, but they didn't really try to explain, like, and here are all the metaphors, and this is what this book is actually trying to come across as. So I feel like that was missed a lot. The, like, actual, what the author's meaning, what the author was trying to do, they never really discussed with us, which I feel like is not super helpful. I feel like they could have had us do our own analyses, graded those, and then come back to it afterwards and been like, okay, and this is what you're missing, this is what we didn't talk about. Now that you've done your own analyses, and now you can compare your analyses with what the book was actually trying to do, to see how close or far off you were from the author's intention. But then also, like, making it a lesson about how different people are going to experience different things when consuming art and media. Because I think that's also important to learn. I like that they are glowing in the distance. Much easier to look at pig corpses when they're sort of glowing pixels in the distance. Ominous shapes. Ooh! Okay. The soundtrack kicking off? Ooh! I don't like that. They're alive in there. I think I can let them out. Nope, just a wall behind there. Okay. Lighting effect is really nice. Oh. Oh, these ones are piglets. Oh. Ugh. I said this before. You don't. Hey, if you like Saw, you don't gotta watch Saw 3. Don't worry about it. Watch the first two, and then don't watch any of them ever again. Okay, to be fair, Saw 3 was rough enough that I never watched any of the other ones past it, because I was like, they're only gonna escalate more from here, and Saw 3 was really, really rough. Not that I haven't been tempted. It's a franchise that I feel like I would like to enjoy. But it is just not. It is simply not. The big oven in the sky. Oh. Ugh. Why is it flayed open like that? Okay, get in the pipe. Let me in the pipe. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in here. That's really yucky. Oh, it's my... Well, at least there's no dead pigs in here. Just my sort of gross throne. Okay, well, I'll just light the candles. That's no problem for me to do with my powers. These are light bulbs. I thought there'd be more candles to light. My machine. Okay, yay. I wonder how to unlock the stupid mods that I know that the creators made for this game. One of their videos had like a brain rot mod that had pixelated Subway Surfer and shit that would pop up around your screen while you're playing. And I think I need that right now, honestly. I'm gonna go up, I think. I would really rather not do a puzzle sort of in here if I could help it. Is there not a gap? Is this gap not gap enough? Oh, that's not what I wanted, I don't think. This isn't what I wanted, I think. This is no good. So in Saw 3, I will vaguely describe the upsetting events. They're in a butchery that has been abandoned, but they left most of the rotting pig corpses up on hooks on assembly lines like this. And that's cool. I assume that I'm dropping down here. Oh, you're doing it for me, which is nice. And they chained somebody down to the bottom of a sieve that sort of is supposed to grind up the pigs, and then he almost drowns in rotten pig, which is really cool. It was literally unwatchable. it was really, really, like, yeah, there were already gross rotten dead pigs, awesome, already quite bad, already couldn't quite watch, and then there was a man just drowning in sort of the really wretched sludge, and that was quite bad. So I don't recommend, and then the other guy let him drown in it for a long time. He let him just like stew in that for a while, so by the time he came out he was just coated for the rest of the movie. Really, really gross. Oh, okay, I need, what's the best thing for this? I guess this is my tool. Sure, yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, I'd love to be in here, actually. This is much nicer than out there. That's my gore for you today. I figure this game has enough gore in it that you will not mind me describing a really yucky saw scene. Most people talk about movie 2, The Needles. I don't give a fuck about the needles. Needles is fine for me. I can get a shot, no problem. I can get a tattoo, no problem. Needles is no problem. It's sort of the pig gore. Excessive. No! I don't want to be in this tube. Okay, I guess I do. And it's fine. And then I didn't fall into pig guts. And it's a great blessing. And there's no pigs down here. Also a great blessing. It's nice and blue and cool and green down here, which makes me feel awesome. Well, that's no good. Well, there's still meats. Sort of the constant companion of the meats. It gets grosser the farther we go through. I guess we're in the freezer chamber, so at least it doesn't stink, maybe. Man, I don't... Can I grab on and get lifted up there? Hold on. Guess I just have to keep going this way. Okay, this looks good. Okay, and back around. Okay. Does this help me get through this? Or do I have to go all the way back? It seems like no, I do have to go farther back. Does this control the whole factory's direction? That's where I came from, so now I can go this way. Great. Puzzle solved. You've solved my yucky pig puzzle. Love the rhythmic clacking in this part of the soundtrack. Don't really love any of the other noises. I liked it better when there was a giant beautiful woman sort of staring at us. I know that that's a phobia as well, but... Can't touch that. Great. It's time for Frogger! Do you guys like Frogger? I like Frogger. At least the pig don't squish me flat on the road. Maybe I'll be brave and watch Saw 4 and just see. Because I feel like it's gonna come back around and then be silly again instead of just being like full torture porn. That's my... Based on the trailers I've seen of the newer ones, of like, well, they're not gonna let Jigsaw die even though the point is that he's dying. He's back again. I like that actor. Sometimes he appears in random Stargate episodes. Just one of those faces where I'm like, oh, that's Jigsaw! How delightful that he's here. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna follow the pigs that way. Let's go see what's up here. Maybe keeping the pixelization up higher would have been a sort of a more pleasant way to experience this part of the game now that I'm thinking of it. But this is quite it's a lot easier to look at, which maybe makes me a coward. Not a coward in that now I'm seeing the gore a lot more. So maybe it doesn't make me a coward, but it does make me a coward for not wanting to experience more unpleasantness in my horror game. Oh, I don't like crawling. I don't like the idea of crawling in here. A wet, sweaty pig factory. Remember when we went into the woods and there was like a pleasant house with herbs? Can we go back there? Can I change my answer and go live there before all the omens started? The bad omens? Noah Sebastian? At least it's not a labyrinth. You can very clearly tell what direction you're supposed to go, which is... Well, I say I maybe spoke to... Okay, that's a dead end. I lied. Yes, it is still easy to navigate. I hope I'm audible at all. I feel like I'm very quiet today. Again, I can't hear myself out of one ear, really. I'm trying to stay a little close to the mic. I'm not too, like, phlegmy yucky that I think I'm making bad mouth sounds, thankfully. Just good. Not on account of sick. I gotta worry about that. So not a lot of puzzles in this area, just a lot of deeply unpleasant. Oh, are the pigs gonna form an eyeball and then I go through the eyeball? Oh, whoa, whoa. Ugh. Yep. Haha, yep. So this is my pig vortex. Speaking of gory games, I saw that game Horses won an award, which is fantastic because, like, I think they like a lot of game platforms are not allowing it to be sold on their sites for graphic content, but from what I've seen of it, I watched a video about it. It was a really cool, very unpleasant to watch, but very interesting and, like, a good horror game. Okay. We loaded into a new zone. Maybe this zone will not have as many pigs. Oh no. Oh, nope. This is actually quite bad. It's actually quite bad and I don't want to be in here at all. Actually quite a lot worse than I wanted it to be in here. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh. Oh, a hook for me. Awesome. Well, that was cool. I didn't have to turn on my fire hand for that. I played a cool organ jingle. I got an achievement called Wrong Organ. I hope this hurts. Didn't they do that with, because we all know I just watched several playthroughs of Secret of the Mimic. In the nurse chase sequence, they play a fuck ton of organ music, and it's really... It seems very off-putting, but I think they do it because it's called an organ, and that's literally it. So the sound is very, why did you choose this for this character? But it's because she's a nurse, and nurses deal with organs, I guess. And that's literally the only thought that went into it. But it is a sick track. Oh, okay. So the pigs are just here to feed the creature. Okay, and the staff on, okay, and the eyeball, and then, are you gonna drop me in there? Do I have to? Oh, okay, here I go. Here we go. Yes, it's just emptying pigs into the sort of sloughing pit. See, that's where I'm trying to get. Well, here I go. Let's not worry about it too much, I guess. I could have swung a little further in. Oh, we're playing Zelda now, huh? Oh! Out. Out, please. Out of this. Out of the blood pit. Please, 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 out. Okay. Alright. No, it's cool. It looks like all the other pigs mostly get digested on the way down, so... we just gotta get through here, and, really, it'll be no problem. I much prefer the giant monster body horror than sort of the pig factory, if I'm being quite honest. Oh, shall I scry? Oh! My eye? Don't I need that? Did I put that in there? Don't I need... well, I guess maybe if I'm opening a gate. Okay, new eye. New better eye. Pop that in. Pop that bad boy in. Go on. Oh no, I'm gonna stick it in my pocket. For later? Oh, okay. Yay. The sort of yucky creature has become sort of a church. Ooh. Sorry, I just really like this fucking track. It's really good. Enjoy it for a few more moments. Okay, we're back here. Well... that looks like it to be on fire. I think more so than it had been, so I think maybe perhaps we go back the way we came now and see if there's something new this way. It did put us on these crossroads, so perhaps for a reason. Has anything changed over here? That area, maybe I can get down to there now? Or maybe that's where I came from. It's hard to tell. Maybe it looks different. What's this? Okay, there's no pigs running on the tracks anymore, which is good. Love that. The sense of dread is much... am I drifting to the side? Hold on. Yeah, I'm drifting. Stop drifting. What are you... I'm going in a straight line. Did this collapse? Can I... is the path now? Yes, it is. I see. This also looks a little on fire, but maybe that's okay. The way that tree loomed up was a little scary. Excuse me. What am I stuck on? What am I stuck on? Where am I stuck? Want me to hop down there? Okay, I can do that. No problem for a guy like me. Okay, well, I'm stuck on this wall. What's this? This feels like where it's gonna pop me out if I die. A convenient path down here so I don't have to do all the scrambling again. Very nice. If my guess is correct, at least. Let's go down. To the dock. That's just a rope. very bright lantern. Can't jump off. We'll keep it on. Oh, no, I can't turn it back on? Okay, never mind. Hold on. Can I? Nope. Just as unpleasant as always. Not a fan of using that feature. Sorry, I'm becoming sniffly. My nose started itching. Which means, in fact, I have to take allergy medicine and not cold medicine today. Generally, colds don't make my nose itch. That is sort of the dust and the dander of the cats. I'm mildly allergic to cats, so I don't usually let them in my room. Mostly I don't let them in my room because they will track cat litter into my bed, and that's yucky. But that tree is not real. Again, this is not doing anything for me. It just showed me the tree and the tree disappeared. They got fake trees here. Okay, I guess nothing was on fire, it's just these spotlights from a distance made it really, really glisten. Fire tower isn't doing a great job of reporting the fire, but it's alright. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! So the water... The eyes. Sort of the eye doors. This is really cute. Really cute place here. You got here. I love how, like, important documents and stuff look in here. I like that painting. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Nope. Again, didn't want to do that. Oh, you think so? Well, sure. Into the dark void? You think we can make that shot, or? Oh, yeah. Sort of a what is that game called? Superliminal. We're having a superliminal moment. Are you telling me that I have no gravity? No, you're not telling me that. Okay. I thought I was supposed to drift off sort of that way, so, but that seems like a no. I'm not supposed to go this way, that's fine, that's fine. That was sick as fuck, though. Ah! Whoa! Hello? Gas mask. Whoa! Interesting.